cold calls. I'll put into my morning routine, which I have done, and also uh, the health that I will also put in my morning routine. So those two will be replaced with my morning routine. And on Tuesday, so the day after tomorrow, then I start my morning routine. I'm going to do Facebook Live, and then I'll post that on, like, when I'm done later in the day. I'll put that into YouTube as well, that you guys can see it here on YouTube. These shoes are still for a giveaway. I'm continuing that. I'm continuing the cold calls, and I'm continuing the health. I'm just combining it all into my morning routine. So instead of having a bunch of different videos, it's going to be one morning routine, possibly a little bit longer as well. Still selling masks. These are $4, and this one is $9.95. It actually goes around your head and stays that way. So let's say, for example, there we go. And you can wear it however you'd like. So these two masks are still for sale, and this is for a giveaway. Text me at 1204-312-7566 and let me know what you're interested in, if it's the shoes or either mask, and we'll make it happen. This morning routine, what I have put down here is a little bit more extreme, not ridiculously extreme. The workout itself, let's say the exercising part, isn't too bad. It's got pretty much like a full body workout, not a bunch of little muscles, but the main muscles. The eating is about the same. I have just written it down and what meal I'm going to eat what. That right from the minute I wake up, what I'm going to do, I'll drink some water, and then I start from there. And what this is supposed to be, this morning routine, is take the ugly stuff, the hardest stuff, or the stuff you don't want to do it first thing in the morning. When that's completed, the rest of the day is, well, first, once it's completed, you have the relief that that's done. You don't have to deal with the difficult or ugly or unwanted stuff to do. That's done. So you can feel good about that, and that you have achieved it and it's completed first thing in the morning, and it's not on your mind throughout your day. Oh, I got to do this yet, and then you're putting it off, and it ends up becoming in the evening. It's like, oh, I got to do it now, otherwise it'll be too late to do it. So and I've shortened it. If you look at a past video I made, I think it was Cold Calls 10. I did I scheduled out exactly what time and what I was going to do, and I did it for the whole day. And since I have not reached that yet, to complete all those things on time, exactly when I had written it down, I was going to take it into a smaller step then. And now I've decided to make it for a morning routine and leave the rest of the day open for a little bit of flexibility of different things what come up and just things to deal with. So that's a little bit more open to that. And if I want to go do something, I can. If there's an opportunity, I can jump on it instead of I got to do my schedule right. So I'm leaving the day more open and bunching it all into the morning. The meal plan I'll try to follow. I'll do cheat stuff like I'll have a burger or different things like that. A slice of pizza. I find actually the pizza doesn't agree with me that well, but I really enjoy it. Um, Burgers seem to go well, but I know bread is not really that healthy for a person. So with the meals, I'll eat the meals that I have, and if I wanna eat something in between, I'll probably allow myself to do that at times. More into midday, not so much in the evening, just because the last part of the day is more important to keep it perfect than the first part or the middle of the day. And that's all. I'm only talking about food now. What you eat makes a bigger difference. If you eat healthy in the evening, that will give you a better night. Also, if you eat unhealthy in the morning, you have all day for your body to do something with it before you go to sleep. And so if you're going to eat something bad, probably the morning is, or lunch is probably the best time to do it. When you get to the evening, try to eat this healthy foods only. And the morning schedule that I got here, I got it for 5 o'clock a.m. Like in the morning, 5 o'clock. That's when I start, and it looks like it might take me a couple hours, maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure, to complete the whole thing. My plan is, not sure if my camera is going to allow 3 hours, but and I haven't done enough Facebook Live to know exactly how that works. So uh, I'll have to experiment with that a little bit to make it work. So 5 o'clock in the morning, I get started till breakfast. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take. To me, it looks like it would be about 2 hours, maybe three. See, I've that I'm calling 5 people answered, that they answer the call, and that's my cold calls that I wanted to do every day in the morning. So I'm not sure how long that takes. If I have it that I'm rushing my calls in 5 minutes only or less, then you'd know exactly how long it would take. If you let them speak and see if you can make a connection with them, uh, things like that, then it can take longer. I think depends on who I'm talking with and how well and if it's building good rapport, good connection, looks like it's going to be a future customer, then I could let it go on longer. Um, like I think it was cold calls 22, uh, part one. That one is like 40 some. Like that phone call itself was over an hour, and that I won't be doing unless it's a business I really want to work with and things like that. That it's that it looks like it's going to be a great business relationship, and we're going to be going succeeding a lot of things in the future for many years, then it might be a different story. For regular cold calls, I won't go for an hour for each person. That would take me all day. Yeah, so I'm not going to explain exactly what I got here for the morning routine. I'll let it be a mystery for a little while, and when you guys see it, you will see the morning routine. And that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do definitely 6 days a week. And one day a week I'll take it easy, I guess you could say. Or just leave it open for opportunities or things like that. What could happen, right? It's great to have everything scheduled very well. Do exactly your schedule, and it's very well controlled that way. If it's throughout the day, night, and everything, that's you only do that. It doesn't open opportunities for greater things in the sense of someone being able to contact you. You can as simply as go out um, golfing or whatever you want to be doing and get an opportunity there just by talking with someone and they ask what you're working on or what you're doing, whatever it may be, and you end up speaking about your passion or what you're working for. And if that person's already in it or knows someone that would be great to work with you or things like that, things can happen quicker, much faster. Well, I might have to use a dictionary to figure out that word. So it can be, let's say you're towards the beginning and working at it, and you get an opportunity to work with somebody or things like that. Maybe they want what you have, whatever it may be, and that could change everything. It could shorten the time what it's going to take you to reach it, to succeed or become successful, to achieve what you're working on. If someone already uh, is doing it or needs it or whatever, like it can change everything. There was a story. One guy he had just started in properties, like buying and selling or flipping houses. I guess he was working on, and he was working as a small business. He was working for fixing cars and painting, I guess a body shop of some kind. And the guy who had brought his car, he started asking him questions and complimenting of what a good job he had done on his car. And somehow it came out, or a conversation came to uh, about flipping houses or properties. And that person, he bought that house from him. So he did really well. Otherwise, he would have had to try to find a buyer and things like that. And instead of going through all that to try to find a buyer, he had a buyer. It presented itself right there and then. Even though he wasn't in that house or wasn't in the marketplace where flipping houses or real estate is. He was just doing his own body shop, and he was just trying to start in flipping houses and things like that. So he ended up with saving himself a lot of time by communicating with that person. If he would have just given the keys and said bye, and he ran off to the next vehicle he was working on or something like that, then they wouldn't have gotten to the conversation and it wouldn't have happened. Like the opportunity would have not been there. So it's good to have things scheduled out. It's also good to do all the things you want to do, to have structure, and at the same time to have open time zone. Like if it's certain hours of the day or whatever it may be, that there's opportunity for you not to be busy. Because if you're busy and you can't take that opportunity because you're busy, you don't even know the opportunity's there, then it has passed you without you noticing. And you're a little bit more open, a little more flexible. Like that, the story I had just told you, he ended up taking the time to talk with his customer, and then he realized there's a huge business opportunity right there. And they made it happen. It worked. So I like the idea of everything being perfect. At the same time, and I'd like to say I don't like surprises. Well, it depends on what kind of surprise, right? So some things are unknown and still good things. So that's why being too busy or focused on your task, especially if your task or list, whatever you want to call it, makes you busy all day and don't even have a minute, like, oh, I got 15 minutes to eat and I got to get back to work, and if nothing else, I got to have my sandwich and do my work at the same time, then you don't have any opportunities. Yes, maybe somebody calls you and things like that. If you have the time to answer the call, right? Depends on how you schedule. So it's nice. I've heard high achievers, they also do it by every 5 minutes. I do believe that if there's another high achiever and it would be great business and things like that to do together, I'm sure he'd take that call and allow his 5 minutes, let's say 20 minutes of it or whatever, he would be able to push off his schedule just to take the call. What's very important and very beneficial to him. So it looks like maybe to start off, it's great to get things done, what you want to get done. It also looks like if you have too much things, then you have to find out what is the biggest, most important thing you got to do today. And do that one thing first, and then go down the list. And if you only finish half of your list, well, the other half wasn't as important as the first half. So maybe that's okay. If you do the last half, what's not so important, and then the important things you have not done, because you just did the easy, fun things, well, you're not getting anywhere. A lot of times that's not what, even if you finish a task what has no importance, that's not going to take you any further to what you really want to achieve. So your biggest passion on what you want to achieve, then you have to decide, okay, what do I have to do every day so that I can achieve that? And the most important things, what you have to do every day, you have to do first, so that you don't end up doing a bunch of other things and then not have found time to do the most important thing, what you were supposed to do every day. So that's why you have to do it first. And it depends on the type of person you are. Some are very good at procrastination. Some are so well structured. Unfortunately, they're doing all the wrong things, the unimportant things, not the important things, and they still get nowhere. So, in one way or the other, it doesn't matter what type of person you are, it's still important to do the most important things first. Because there'll be ways to find procrastination. You can say, oh, I've been busy all day, or whatever, and you could work hard and be busy all day. If you do the wrong things, you still won't get the things done what you had wanted done. So that's why you have to do it first. That way, you'll have more motivation to get more things done because you feel good. I got that done, what I didn't want to do in the first place, but it needed to be done, so I did it. And you'll feel good about that. Oh wow. Also, make you feel a little bit more empowered to do all the other tasks. And since they're all the easy tasks, something that you're doing every day anyway, and didn't mind doing, since you have done the hard, difficult task, what's not enjoyable at all, you have completed that in the morning. Now, the rest of the day, you can just enjoy your day, and it will become a great day for you. The next day, you make your list again, you plan it out, and then the ugliest, the worst thing, what you don't want to do, you put out the top of the list that you do first thing the next day, and then when you wake up the next day, that's what you do, is you follow your list and get that done. You'll have another great day. And that's why I've been working on here to combine the two, the health and the cold calls, combine the two into a morning routine. And that's what I'm changing here, is for that, to give me actually, I enjoy doing both of these videos. I enjoy doing both of them. The eating healthy, I'm not enjoying as much, so I do a lot of cheating and stuff in there. What I was doing with the health videos, which I have combined it in here now, I've been showing you guys how simple and easy it is to become healthy. It's not hard work, it's not a bunch of gym stuff, you don't need a personal trainer, you don't need some online coach or whatever. Like, most Americans, even just the most basic stuff what they know from out there, what is healthy, what is unhealthy to eat, that will make a huge difference. Just your own knowledge. You don't even have to look it up, learn anything yet. Just use your own knowledge of good or bad food. And yeah, you could probably look into it a bit and you'll realize even some of your good food is bad. The food what you know is bad, and you probably are eating it, that food, just stop eating that. And I did in the past for something really simple to slim down. I just stopped eating sugar. Anything what had sugar in it. Now I'm not talking about, okay, the sugar I'm talking about is added sugar. So into drinks or whatever may be, the added sugars, cakes, that's added sugar. When it comes to like fruit and berries and things like that, that's natural sugars. Nobody added that. That's just sugars what come from the food itself. So as simple as just stop eating all added sugars. You'll start losing weight. Moving around a little bit. You don't have to have no fancy exercise. You can go for a walk if you want, whatever. And usually that's not a hard exercise. It's something you can do, something you can enjoy. The biggest thing what you'll notice for health is what you're eating. That's the biggest thing. It's not some exercise plan. It's what you're eating, what you're drinking. Stop drinking syrup or pop or juice or whatever. Just start drinking only water. And if you're a kid, then drink milk too, because it's good for your bones. So the simple is changing what you eat and move around a little more. And that will change your health. Sorry to put everybody else out of business with all their coaching online for becoming healthier. It's not that complicated. And if it helps you getting a text or a message or whatever it may be, or a post or something from somebody to encourage you, great, then use one of those guys. If it's something you easily excuse by not checking that app or blocking that person on the phone or whatever it may be, then it's not going to be beneficial to you. So the whole idea, I think, and it might work for some, is holding accountable, right? And the easiest way to contact someone is through a message or whatever it may be. It's also very easily excused as well. So I'm thinking when you're holding someone accountable, it's, yeah, tough love and all that is great. It can also be not used, right? Like if they don't read the message, oh, it's from him, I won't read it because I didn't do my exercise yet, so I won't read that. Because otherwise I have to answer and say I didn't do my exercise. So there, it's not working. I think a good message to motivate someone. Now, motivation should come within yourself. You shouldn't need it from someone else. Kind words to each other or to others definitely makes a world of a difference. Let's say somebody has a boring day or not such a good day, and somebody greets them and gives them a compliment or whatever it may be, and that will change your day. So in a way, in a way, the motivation does help a bit. So for myself, like I tell them,